Yeah, I mentioned this Friday, but it feels like once you get to the second half of Lendell, this game's pacing has been so delightful. Like so much faster. Um like that part's really good. I also feel like I should maybe get into some like Larry David type moves where all weekend long or like even this morning, I have these points being like, oh, that's something that happened to me, or like this is something I've been thinking about lately. I should mention that to fill in some of the interminable space of streaming 8 hours a day. I gotta keep a little moleskin notebook like attached to my skin pouch or something so I can write these things down. My weird health journey continues as I'm now, after my 2 coffees, drinking a peach sparkling water with a teaspoon of baking soda in it. Oh yeah, I beat this guy. I made a short about this a couple of days later. So I clipped this and made a short about this yesterday. I beat Malekith and I beat Godfrey, and now I went back to fight this dragon. And when I fought this dragon, the thing I clipped is that I had like this circumstance where I popped my flask and got this like the longest, highest damage Comet Azor I've ever gotten. I did 17,996 damage to him with one Comet Azor. You understand how crazy that is? It was like a 10-second cast that he ate the entire thing of between phases. I took him from like 80% to like 15%. He was so low after Comet Azor that I killed him in 3 comets afterwards. It was unbelievable. I beat the Godfrey who's here. So now I can go... now there's a thing here that says enter the golden light. But I feel like I shouldn't do that. I feel like I'm probably going to do Haligtree, which I then opened up. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to go fight Moog. And then I guess you do like the Melania stuff. I don't actually know how this works. But Gideon, before he tried to murder me, said that there's 4 demigods. There's Rani, Melania, Miquella, and Moog. And Rani is out of the game. So I think if I want to like kind of a good run of these things, I fight all these guys and do these areas. So it's this and then the sewers. And then you kind of run through the golden lights, I assume. Yeah, we're making progress. What are my spells? What am I using? Night Comet, Founding Rain of Stars, Terra Magica, Rani's Dark Moon, Comet Azor. Honestly, I could probably... I don't really have any new spells, but Founding Rain of Stars and Dark Moon are not really that useful. I mean, I might as well. Like, it's not like I've explored every single nook and cranny of the entire map. Like, there's a bunch of dungeons and like random secrets and like side quests. How the hell are you supposed to know about the side quests if you're trying to play the game blind? You know what I mean? It's impossible unless you want to read about it. But I have to kind of look at this because this spell is a little bit useless. Night Comet you need for fighting people who can dodge you. Comet is your basic nuke. Terra Magica into Comet Azor is like your big dog thing. Terra Magica into Dark Moon into Comet Azor, ideally you can set off, but that's very difficult to pull off all 3 of these on somebody. This is kind of useless, but it has a nice idea. It's probably better for me to have like a melee spell. Look at all these fire spells, oh my god. It's probably better for me to have a melee spell. But I don't know. I don't think I need it. What's this? Meteorite of Estelle. Calls a hail of small meteorites from the void. This is the spell this guy was using on me. I had to tank it. This guy was like the Estelle boss. I was trying to figure out how to solve the fact that he would use the spell on me. But you basically just tank them because they're physical damage. I just use Rock Sling. These crystal spells are like, I never really understood the point of these. We have a better ice. We have 4 ice spells plus moon now if I wanted to be a snow witch again. It's nice having Loretta's Great Bow. I think that's fun. But the problem with that is Founding Rain of Stars is kind of cool. So I could do sword. I'll see. I could do Moonblade, this, and then Terra Magica, Dark Moon, Comet Azor. Basically, it's choosing between that and Founding Rain of Stars. Founding Rain of Stars is like Lusat's big spell, which is cool, but I just don't find it very useful. Alright, let's see what we got here. Some loot over there. I also want to look at my... Oops. I also want to look at my trinkets. My 4th trinket slot is not really working for me. Apparently if you drink baking soda and water and you don't burp within the first few minutes, your like stomach hydrochloric acid levels are too low. What the hell do I know? It's very beautiful. Look at this. Okay, so I probably should change my flasks around. I could, since this is a traversal segment. Man, this is another area. Caelid was one of them, and then recently as well, the like soul income. The soul income economy has changed so much. I also think it's super weird. I said this the other day. I think it's super weird. Oh yeah, I gotta check my new spell. Right. I also think it's super weird how there's more golden seeds than there are possible upgrades. I feel like that has never happened in like a FromSoft game before. Like they keep giving you golden seeds, but now there's nothing I can do with them because I have enough flask charges. Normally they give you exactly as many as there are. Nice. Okay. I'm just really stocking up incantations and faith spells for next time. No, I haven't. I beat this secret dragon boss on Friday, and then I didn't play during the weekend. So now I'm going to do the Haligtree, and then Moog Underground, I think. And then I'll do like then I'll go into the tree and see whatever's there. Anything else I need to do here? No. So maybe I want to change my trinket. Yeah, I did Godfrey on Friday. Remember you were here for that. You said, and I quote, best fight in the game. And you're probably right. That was extremely goddamn cool. Like, when Godfrey in Phase 2, like, becomes basically like Zangief, it was, like, actually, so entertaining. Because, like, when someone's, like, hitting you and you can't dodge, you're like, this feels bad. But when someone runs at you and grabs you and kills you in one hit, that's like, okay, this is fantastic. You feel like, okay, I deserve that. That was amazing. What did that guy just do to me? Kai, which weapon have you been using? I assume you like picked a boss weapon or something? So which big two-hander did you run with? Gut Sword and Ordovis Greatsword. What's Ordovis? The Gut Sword I remember seeing is the one that E.G., the big giant smith, had with him. What just shot something at me? Oh my god, that's my entire health bar. What the hell just happened? What? Who's doing this to me? Oh, these guys. Oh, I just rolled off a cliff. Fuck. I panicked! Crucible Knight Sword, sick. I think I'll probably use the arrow and pick the great bow and pick these guys off from a distance. Should be able to one-shot people. So here's the thing. Now I'm using another charge spell. My intelligence is still at 80. I can't not use these three. They're too useful. And then this one is flat FP, which is good. But the one that gives me increased charge damage on my charge attacks would be pretty good for areas like this. Because they're in the way. They're going to shoot me, aren't they? I mean, some of them are. Kai, I found the mage build. I mean, I've said this a million times now, but like, I found the mage build really got good around like 50 to 60 intelligence. And a couple of spells that are like related to it. I like how that guy doesn't get. I like that that didn't get interrupted. I thought it was pretty rough for a while. Who's killing me? What the f... Is it a guy behind me? Yep. Alright, you fucker. I should interview them. Should I get close enough so I can read their name tags? Is that what we're talking about here? It does get really good. Like at this point, once you hit a certain amount of spells and you have Dark Moon and I guess later on Comet Azure, you start to do so much damage that like it's made bosses quite easy. But there's a lot of the game where it was like pretty rough. For next time I play, I don't know. Next time I play, I'm gonna try to. I don't think these are available till the DLC, but I'm gonna try to get one of those like martial art weapons and just be like a monk with like dragon spells and incantations. This could be sick. That's how I'll play again, but I'm not gonna play again until like their next game comes out. You know what I mean? Actually, does an uncharged one kill him? Yes, these guys are weak. What's up, Rafaela? How are you? Give him a shot. This guy looks tanky. Nope, never mind. Right? Recover my 26,000. It's so crazy how fast you get levels now. I gotta look around to make sure none of these guys are sniping me from range. It's definitely extremely fun to use Comet Azure, I gotta say. It's like a supercharge. When I was fighting that dragon, I did like just like the best damage combo I've ever done to someone. But you gotta be careful about it. There's some bosses who attack you and they're like on you so fast that you can't really ever use your big charge up move, or like it's really, really hard to aim. And if you lock on in the wrong circumstance, it's like totally useless. But like if you get the right circumstance of using Flask, so you get the free mana for 15 seconds, my god. So satisfying. That was like, Placida Sax was one of the most visually impressive boss fights in the entire game so far. I've been a huge fan of like the cutscenes lately. Like the Rykard cutscene, the Godfrey one, really amazing. Really, really amazing. These guys don't seem to actually want to fight me. Never mind. Really, really amazing. And they make good thumbnails for the Envoy's long. Great hammer strike. Oh, the bubble shower. But when Placida Sax does the that lightning strike that he slams on the ground, I think that's like the coolest. I think that's like the coolest boss spell in the game, honestly. Like it's amazing, the range of it, and just looks extraordinarily epic. A huge fan of that. They're shooting at me. Mayday. Okay, so I can go this way and keep going down. I'd like to go down a little bit. Who's shooting at me? That guy doesn't care. Really cool boss fight, man. It's funny. I like the paranoia. I like the paranoia of where is he? You gotta look for the smoke. That was wild. Like sometimes if you're like, there's a lot of lightning around, you're moving around, you kind of get lost. You're like, where is he coming from? Ah! And you can barely react in time. I'm at a point now where I do so much damage that most people don't make it to me. Now it's more of like a war of attrition of like how much health can how much mana can I save as I get through an area before I run out of gas. And kind of like the tension is what talismans you use and stuff like that. If you're like totally overkilling people, you should probably change your talisman so you can save more mana. But I don't know, just not really a fan of that. I'm dead. I'm dead. Wow. What do you even do against that spell? It's really hard to cover what it's doing. Yeah, that was really good boss music. If you ask me once I finish this game, how many boss musics, like how many like boss themes do I even remember? I don't remember any of them. Music in this game has made like no impression on me whatsoever. Like I don't even know what they are. I can't think of any of them. I can't think of any of the music in any of the games. I literally, like maybe I'm just like brain dead, but I can't think of a single song except the Ludwig boss theme that even remotely occurs to me. I can't think of any. I do notice one thing. One thing I do notice is that as I get further into the game, you kind of see the ghosts of other players. You see the ghosts of other players as you go through the game, obviously. And I really notice way more mages now. I think a lot of people play a certain way until you get the ability to get the right spells, and then they transfer over to like a sorcery style. Whereas I've just kind of been like a wizard the whole game. Before, you almost never saw sorcerers because there's so little gear, etc. that made it worth it. But now you see a lot more. It was an extremely cool boss fight. I definitely agree with you. Okay, I gotta treat these lads with a little more respect this time. See? That's better. That lady wiped me up. I didn't like that at all. Okay, there's one more loot item somewhere. Can I leap up these mushrooms? Old man dragon was... Is that Platisax? Plasidasax or whatever? Here's what it is. Alright, so move onward now. I think I covered most stuff here. There might be one more treat that I missed. I don't think so. How much my levels cost now? Probably 140, 153, holy shit. I got a lot of levels from all those bosses I fought. One thing that's a bit weird in this game is how you won't really know when, but sometimes you'll get a flask charge back from killing an enemy. What the? I guess that guy was closer than I thought. This place is kind of Something that's weird is that sometimes you get a flask back from killing someone, and you won't really know when it's gonna happen. So you don't really have time, I feel like, to to use one to make sure that the sustain is worth it. Okay, so each time I get assassinated from some random golden blobs in the sky, the good part is that I can, like, since I've got the other loot, I can just go back to where I was. Does that guy die? Who is shooting at me? That was just his shots from before, obviously. Now try to pick these guys off once I get closer. Don't hit the tree, don't hit the tree. Hit the tree. Through the boughs, come on. Yes. Yeah, I think you're right. This is pretty, I mean, like, the place where I got assassinated before was, like, a very annoying way to get assassinated. It's like yellow cereal out of absolute nowhere. How do I get up there? I'll go around to see. So how do I get up there? I drop here, then I drop in that bow. Ooh, wait, I don't. Not gonna work. Okay, so I go there to there. Got it. Past the ants. There should be loot along these areas because I haven't been here yet. This guy's huge. Please don't kill me with your massive fucking saxophone. Scary. Envoy crown. Raises the potency of bubble-based skills. Bubble-based skill. That was nice. Is the boss another marshmallow? These guys are sort of random. They were in Landell, and they're here. Oh yeah, twofer. I think I've gotten 4 people with a comet before. Actually, probably more when there's like the little bulby slime poison guys. Okay, so is there going to be any loot past this guy? Anything up there? I don't think so. I'm going to assume no. So which of the FromSoft games have you played? Do you have a PlayStation? Would you play Bloodborne? Okay, hold on. I forgot I'm getting lost over here. I gotta go over here to the left. Bad. Ooh, that was a puckerer. Who's gonna assassinate? Oh, I just fell off for no reason. I wasn't paying attention. Bloodborne is pretty cheap on the PlayStation Store. Forgot to get my souls. I realized that I was backtracking to get all the treasure. and I just like completely forgot that I got assassinated by some fat marshmallow guy all the way up there. Oh well. Souls are really easy to get at this point. So now that I've got all this stuff, I'm just gonna leave. Forget you guys. You like when you do an involuntary kegel? From doing a precise jump? You like that? Who is attacking me? This guy. God, this place sucks. Yeah, when I was buying Bloodborne, I was surprised by how cheap it was. Yeah, you want to strengthen your pelvic floor, absolutely. Very important. Okay. Oh. God, this place sucks. Oh. I don't want to be pooping my pants ever. The further I can hold that off, the better. Maybe there's a point eventually where you're like, you know what? This is actually really relaxing. I can't believe I spent so much of my life. I can't believe I spent so much of my life resisting pooping my pants. I wasted all my good years not pooping myself. Maybe someday you realize that. Hector was ahead of the game in many ways. Acoustic-based communication. Pants pooping. That guy had it all figured out. I like that spell. I like that it curves, but in a way where it still actually hits people. I was saying this earlier, but this is sort of like there's so much stuff going on that's interesting in the world, but it also means that, like, I feel like I don't know what my corner of the internet is right now. Like, everything is so taken up with big topics that it's like, I feel sort of like boring to like browse my phone right now. Everything's such a shit show. Trying to find a hobby. Maybe it's time to stop. Maybe it's time to change over to do what I've been dreaming about doing since Japan. Look at these guys bullying each other. Is switch over to a flip phone and start reading Civil War histories again. Just embrace the change, you know? Anytime where the internet's feeling really repetitive and like getting onto some like vibes you don't really like, that's when it's time to start, you know, getting deep in some history. Too much choice, but it feels like everything's talking about the same stuff. Part of that's just like algorithm or like who I've been following and things have changed. But like, I look at my phone for like 10 minutes right now. I'm like, all right, that's enough of this. Normally I can find something to read and something to enjoy. Lately, hold on. Oh, here he is. He's coming at me. Oh! Here it comes. Okay, it's not that bad to avoid. Can I shoot this guy? Wait, I can't even click on him. This is a bit of a nightmare. It's somewhat easy to avoid, but one of these things is gonna kill me. Oh, there's Scarlet Rot here too. Well, that's fun. What do I do? Horrible. How many of these things can I avoid? Oh, this is horrible. Holy shit. And this stupid... Wow. Life is hard. Maybe I go this way. Oh, this sucks. Lose focus for a second. Annihilated. Wow, this place sucks. I love it. I'm so lucky. I'm so blessed that I can experience this. Okay, where's the next? There's the 3 dudes up there. That's the next little travail here. Sorry, did I not kill that guy? Has that ever happened? What? Luckily, they're not very accurate. Since when does this not kill these guys? Huh? Press hold up to get to combat quicker? It's funny that you sent that by text yesterday. Because I've known about that for a while, but I didn't realize how good it was. Because so much time when I'm in a boss fight, I'm cycling through my spells and missing it. But really, you just need to kind of like get back to your base nuke as fast as possible. In a lot of circumstance. Okay, so how do I get through this? Well, I gotta run to that guy and assassinate him, but I gotta run through Scarlet Rot. Oh, I don't know if I missed. I think I missed this. No, we're good. Now I think you just sprint it. Hey, pal. Oh my god, I gotta be really careful here. I was kind of focused on the scarab, which I guess doesn't really matter. So I suppose that was sort of like an elaborate bait. I think you can just ignore these guys. This is quite an area. Hopefully this is only a one-time thing. So why does sometimes it not kill them? This is where I need to very much charge this up. They both dead? Oh! I wanted to roll forward there, not roll backwards, but it worked out. Yeah, this place is scary, man. These guys are like assassinating me from range silently. How do you like it when? How would you like when golden orbs are doing your entire health bar? Okay, so I can't reach that guy to target him. So I need to run this way. Keep an eye on him. Roll off here. Watch where those things are. Pick up your souls. Not get assassinated. Run for your life. I'm just accidentally locked onto that guy. Need to heal here. And I got this like line of sight thing here. I want to go over there and fight that guy. Absolutely not. He's taking pot shots, but we're good now. There he is. Pop this dude here. Oh, he does it that way. Please don't kill me. Oh. Okay, a lot of those hit the thing, so up close, she's a little, she is a little useless. In a lot of cases, just like running to the next area is the smart move. Is that a grace there, or is it loot? That seems like, I have a funny feeling that's the kind of guy who is going to resurrect each time. So let's try to be safe for this next little bit. I'm a little low on health pots. I can drop down there. Let's see who's going to ambush me here and ruin my life. Anyone sniping me from range? No, thank you. Lost Ashes of War. Haven't used that yet because I don't really use Ashes of War. I could drop down there. Dung ahead means what? This is a mistake. I see something that kind of looks like a grace, but I'm not sure like that big committal is the right way to go. Let's go this way. Try to blast these lads. Hopefully not get assassinated. This guy's the big one. Please stop that. I'm glad that you've all not thought about killing me here. Appreciate that. Pew, pew, pew. Okay, we've got some loot here. What's next? Oracle Envoy Ashes. Those guys wouldn't be bad. If you're like a ranged, if you're a melee guy, having those guys piping in the background can't be the worst thing ever. What's next? I gotta figure out where to go. It's not up here. There's no drop down that I can see. This map is not helpful. Is there a drop down I do? Not sure. I guess I go back to that. I guess I go back to that little veranda. Try sorcery? I'm not sure what I was supposed to do with that information. Oh, there's a... Did I miss that? Is there a grace below me? Okay, good. Please no one assassinate me in here. Let me out of here. Quick 105,000. I probably made like 240 there. Just kind of didn't stop caring. Alright, we get into like our little... Okay, I'm gonna rest here. Let's check around a little bit. I feel like we're getting to the time of year where like there's just like so many critters around. Caption doesn't move. There's an elevator down. Got it. This takes me to where I was, right? Let's see where this goes. I die. Go back to the rot. Got Newman's rune, which I assume is going to give me a lot of runes. $12,500, not much. That was a nice neck crack. That was actually so satisfying. Okay, my level is 154, correct? Need 48,000 for a level. I'll try to keep on top of things. Good. That was a nice animation. That was a big one. Okay, let me remind myself. What am I going for? Okay, 40 vigor is about the point that I wanted to get to. Well, I could technically get to 60. 40 is nice. So my next goals are... There's no urgency, but getting to 80 intelligence instead of 75 means I can change one of my talismans out. And then 5 more endurance, potentially 5 more mind, 5 more endurance, up to 20 more vigor if I want. And then after that, you do dexterity for spellcasting speed or arcane for discovery. So we're at the point where like most of our goals are now hit for our levels. So I guess I can prioritize this guy. Jesus Christ. Sheesh. Yeah, so we're at a good spot for that now. Yeah, we hit most of our goals. We hit most of our stretch goals. One charge combat should kill that guy. This is what we're doing now. Bird ambushes. Okay, that should be good enough. Let's get up there and clean up the trash. Okay, I'm glad I got 3 there. Because we're just a bit low on mana. Those are the guys that run at you? Rot grease, don't care. Okay. Cool. Sketchy. I didn't know how much health he had, so I'm like, I didn't know how much I needed to sustain a Pearl Drake Talisman, non-physical damage negation. I could eventually get into a defensive rune. It doesn't really fit my style though. I need to actually like blast people. This basically like playing a mage in WoW. You just need to kill them before they kill you. Okay, so which way do I want to go? Is my first playthrough? Yeah, it is. Making pretty good progress. hear someone barking at me. I don't hear who it is, though. Okay, so the other option would be to go down there. Like, there's a Grace there. How do I get there? Run this way. Okay, cool. Let's see what's up here. Onward and upward. I'll maybe blast these guys with this. I wonder if this will go long enough range. This is probably a waste of mana. Let's see if it works. Not bad. Did it not kill any of them? Holy shit. Okay, that's better. God, these guys are tanky. For being worthless jabronis, these guys are pretty tanky. What a waste of mana that was. Okay, got through it. Got some flasks back, which is good. Okay, so the goal is to go down there, I guess. Across through there and around there to the Grace. So it does not seem necessarily... Oh, there's a ladder there. Okay, cool. But there's also a staircase up, so let's see what's up here. What about you, Carpy boy? Big fan of the game? This doesn't look like it goes anywhere. Looking for that vicarious hit of someone else playing the game for the first time? Cat scare. It's a little spooky. Josie, this is not Halloween. You can't just be using emotes like that. This is like... We're in, like, summer season, you know what I mean? We're here for, like... surfer vibes and, like, sunlight. You can't be sending me those scary emotes. It's absolutely assaulting my mental. Really? Are you in Australia? It was October for you? How do I get to this guy? Drop down there, I guess. I'll go down and then across here. You here. I'll get some pussy. That makes sense. If it's July here, it's probably October for you. Down under. Okay, so I can drop down there. It doesn't seem to be that big. Oh, a plant's trying to assassinate me. Mayday, mayday. So I made a short out of this. It's a little bit hard to see in like a vertical format, but I think you were like a little bit busy at the moment. But I queued when I was fighting Placidusax, which is a very like Blizzard-ish name for a dragon, I gotta say. I queued up a nice little 18,000 damage Comet Azure on him on my successful attempt. My all-time record. What's this guy doing? This guy is cracked out. I accidentally killed someone. He just like, he was at basically about 80%. And then he just basically, I just got lucky in that he stood still. And then he stood still for a while I used my flask and used Comet Azure. And then he did the thing where he kind of floats up in the air before disappearing, before he does like the swoop. And he was just so good. He was just perfectly in range the entire time. It was so sick. Oh my god. 17,996 damage from one. Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. I now have 4 of those. And yet they've only given me 1 somber one. So they really give you a lot of like the typical item smithing stones. Generally speaking, the amount of smithing stones they've given me is like absolutely bananas in the past like 10 hours. Like absolutely bananas. Maybe I go back to this Grace. Maybe I go to this Grace first. Let's see. Hi. These guys are weirdly tanky. I thought there was a Grace over there. There is, okay. I guess I'll click on it. Why not? Let's look at progress. And then I want to go back and do those lower level stuff. Okay. Oh, those fuckers. Uh-oh. Please die. Thank you. My arch nemesis. Okay, so if I go here, can I get through these other areas? Wonder. Let's find out. Oh, you think so, huh? Oh. Wait. I must have been low on endurance there. I couldn't pop out a second spell. That's a good one. These guys are weirdly tanky. Okay, so here's the problem. I'm kind of running out of gas here. Time for a fill up. Oh god, that's close. Oh. God, please leave me alone. Please let me change my weapon. What the fuck just happened? I was pressing R, but I think I was pressing right to change weapons while I was in that stupid little fucking animation they make you do when you can't cast a spell. I guess they do that because the alternative is like just nothing happens and you just wonder if there's a bug in the game. That's a rough animation to tie in. Okay, well that's one way to fill up. Get annihilated by an ant who spews formic acid on you. What just happened? He's doing to me again. Please stop attacking me. Oh my god, these ants absolutely just blasted me. 2 Crimson Flask charges I'll never get back. Okay. I wonder if there's a ladder over here. Looks like no. Looks like this is the wrong place for anything except Aeonian butterflies. Can I get back up there? It's a little weird. How's your weekend, buddy? What's new? Okay, so I need to drop down here. Nice try, pal. Shit. Oh! I'm dead. Yeah. Nope. Now maybe I'm dead. Oh, I'm lucky that blasted him away. Whoa, that one got a little dicey. That was so close. I'm so glad those guys are as flimsy as they are. Okay, so I need to drop down to go check out the stuff in the other area. Somewhere there was a ladder. Back there, okay. I can also just drop down here. There's a ladder here. Okay. This is gonna get me something new, I suppose. Not much, but these guys are not worth killing, I think. You're a spellcaster. It's too much. I want to go here and climb this. Killed by this guy. I'll have to use moon. I'm really lucky those guys are so easily bullied. Never mind. It's really nice having that weapon. I think over time, like the, you know, they say the arc of history trends toward whatever. Kind of like that too. I think there's sure probably a lot of like messages that are trolling people, but like just over time the messages stick around, or the messages that are like actually helpful. What's next? Really weird the last one did. You know where I am? I almost followed him off the cliff there. Okay, so is this... This is the way I could have gone before, but I didn't. It looks like I've covered all this, so I can go back to that smithing stone, which is here. Okay. Time for my customary post coffee and sparkling water. I was watching the drop frames with Pirate Software that came out this weekend on Sunday. It was pretty interesting. The thing that I found like the most kind of illuminating about it is like how like deliberate and like how thoughtful some people are about their like approach to streaming. And the other thing I found interesting is how much that, I mean, not everyone is thoughtful about it. Why is that second one not coming off? That's so weird. Not everyone is thoughtful about it. Some people are just kind of like doing whatever they want or meticulously, or like just kind of like grinding or just or trying to have a good time or whatever. But in terms of the people who are like really like strategic and thoughtful about it, it's kind of like two ways to be. Whoa. Why is this guy here? This is better when I have Rock Sling. Oh, you're the culprit here. Okay, there we go. Without Rock Sling, it's really hard to fight those guys, or some sort of gravity spell. A lot of people are. There's a lot of different ways that people are like meticulous or strategic about streaming. And it seems to me, when I was thinking about it, like the two essential ways to distinguish that are some people are really thoughtful about what things they're good at. And some people are really thoughtful about what things are like needed, like what niches or roles aren't being filled. You know what I mean? Like in terms of like, here's my demographic, here's the thing I'm kind of nailing on. Where's the opening? That's the way that a lot of people seem to do it. Like that guy, raise the jumping, it's from here. That guy lives in like the northwest. Okay, just jump here. That guy streams from midnight till noon every day. That is, I was kind of wondering about that. Like I would see him on, or I'd see his like YouTube, his YouTube live go up. These guys are so tanky. It's crazy. I see his YouTube live go up mid-afternoon, and it'd be like an 11.5-hour stream. What? This guy's a maniac. But now I like kind of understand it. You see his YouTube shorts all the time. It's like hard not to see that guy's YouTube shorts. It's crazy how quickly he blew up. It's really cool. And he's really, really smart about it. He was like, West Coast tech people get their lunch break at noon. Oh. That was really traumatizing. West Coast tech folk go and get off at noon for lunch break, and like they're gonna see their phones. So I put my short up at noon. Wait, this is the same place. So he's like, I want my short to come up just as those guys check their phone before lunch. Hold on. This is where I jumped to. I was here. So I could have jumped to here. Did I miss this altogether? I just missed this as like an opportunity where to jump to. Interesting. How do I get over there? Do I jump from here? That looks like it's not going to work. I think I can probably jump from here. Too far. How do I drop down, get into the building? Hard to tell. What was that? I touched a bloodstain and got souls? I guess it's just randomly people dying from walking off a cliff or something? So I jumped from there to there, but I can't jump from here to there. But I was kind of hoping I could jump inside the building, so you can't do that. So you gotta go down there and then jump across. Okay, got it. I hear a scarab. This guy's dying from? Just flesh-eating disease? Knock knock. Nothing? No, alright. Hey pal, where the hell did you come from? That guy's using a nice gesture. Hit me with a T-pose. Hero. How do I get to him? Not worth a second comment. Okay, so how do I get over there? I gotta get on this building and then jump from here. Oh, too short. Oh, I made it. Holy cow. That looked bad. I had the chair instead of this guy? That's awkward. Someone behind me? Why not that down? Oh god. What? Where are these people coming from? Okay, what's this gonna take me? Viridian Amber. What's that? Maximum stamina? Okay. Give me a lot more of those. Where are these guys going? I have no idea. They give you souls, but then where are these guys sprouting from? How do I get back up? Oh, I almost did there. Almost got a little dicey. So how do I get into this? Let me look around this area. I can drop down to that bridge, maybe? Is there a hole somewhere? Is there a side thing to drop off onto? Looks like no. This bridge. There's a ladder down. I suppose that's probably the self-evident solution. Can't make that jump. In here. Really bad timing here. Really, really bad timing there. Just a bit surprised. Those guys are really easy to knock off their thing, but they really hammer at you, man. Alright, it's easy to get back there because I can skip most of these guys. When has that happened before? Ever? Really weird. See my mouse cursor on this stupid white screen. It's like the exact same shades. Alright, well, that was awkward. Seemed to be like it drawing in the level. That's kind of like the problem I was having when I first got this computer. When I was playing Cyberpunk and Starfield in those first few games. Mostly it was Cyberpunk. And then other games too. Where like whenever it was like drawing a whole level at the beginning, I'd have some like blue screens or problems. That ended up being like an OS version thing. Hopefully this is now. Alright, 1 second. I don't know what that said. Yeah, I wonder what I think about that, about like the soundtrack of this game, generally speaking. Like, did they over-index in it being like subtle? Look, when I land here, okay, it's better. I can do it a little more easily now. There's a third snail down here. Asshole. Those guys are a really frightening opponent. They're mostly frightening when they're invisible, like they are in boss fights. A little more manageable now. I'll try to skip these guys. Hit me through the wall, really. Worked. That's another big advantage of the having a melee weapon spell. Through the wall. So what does that give? A heal that I didn't take advantage of, I guess. Again, that's the thing, that's something I find a bit weird. Is sometimes the sustain is wasted because you don't know it's coming, so you don't really have enough time to. I mean, it's easier for the scarabs unless like someone you are colorblind. but sometimes they'll give you flask replenishments, but you don't really have a chance to take advantage of it. Why do those guys explode like that? That's where the guy is. So I can't get up there yet. Who's assassinating me this time? Get off me and get off me. You. Okay, I got another level. This is just like a shortcut. I'd like to get on the roof here. Is that available from here? I don't see the point of doing this. I'm just gonna go this way. They got a new little group of dudes. This guy is tanky. They're very smart though. That was a little awkward, don't you think? This spell, I can't even see what he's doing. I can't see what he's doing. I see. Uninterruptible. A lot of weird stuff there. One thing I'm wondering about, I never really thought about before, is like, does poise affect your ability to be interrupted while casting spells? That looks like a boss room. That looks like the way forward. That's the elevator up, I assume. I'll come back here in a second. I want to check that other side. These guys are weirdly tanky. I like that a lot. The one question I have, is there anything on that roof I passed by? I feel like there was. I have to go back there to check it. I might have to go back there anyway to get a level before I do this. Actually, no, that's what we use the elevator for. Alright, cool. It's all coming together. I respect that they don't really give you standard offhand staff weapon. All the ones that have a passive benefit are the ones that are like specific to a certain kind of what am I doing here? Should I do endurance to 25? I guess I'll just do mine to 60. That big Comet Azure is really everything for me. Both yesterday and today, either myself or Andrea have noticed you got me. Ooh, that was close. Ooh. Let me snipe you, bud. Jesus. Ooh, nice cannon. Okay. let's go back to dicey. The only thing is I just don't win these. God, these guys are just dusting me. Should technically never be able to hit me. But my recovery after my spell is really awkward. That's crazy that hits me through the thing. Respect. I'm getting absolutely dusted by these dudes. Okay, let's flee back to the Grace with our tail between our legs. An injured puppy. We have 10,000 more souls and 10% less morale and pride. Okay, so how do I beat these guys? One, you isolate them. That guy is slightly less warned this time. What are these gonna say? First off, shortcut, seek left. Okay, this is a boss fight. Maybe not a big one, but this is what a boss fight looks like. Her again. This is a mistake. Commit! Went pretty well, actually. Oh, what is that? Watch out. This is where I get killed last time. Move, move, move. That range is a little higher, but big trouble there. Oh yeah. Got that. Was anyone? Do I get that spell afterwards? Okay, I got a good enough comment is worth beginning there. Okay, oh. That was a little spooky. What is that? Oh, great. How many slots does it take? Just one slot? Okay, cool. I'll use that for sure. Hopefully that's just like an upgraded version of her bow. So I need 87,000 souls. 87,300. Do I have that? 65. Yeah, why not? Just keep it up. What are these forks if not using? This is 65,000. This is 77,000. close enough. So now the next thing is, do I... Stuff's hard. There's other things I can do, but this one you can't change. These ones I think you can't change. This one you can change because it's just flat stats. And this one I think is pretty good too. These are not worth it. Maybe the second, no, they're raw stats. I could maybe get into some other ones like this. The Magic Scorpion Charm, I wish I'd got. This one, probably doable. Yeah, the magic one of these I wish I'd got. It's kind of weird that I can't. I mean, not that I know, I'm just taking what people say. So I don't really have anything too good to change here too. I would just put on Godfrey and the one that restores FP per attack, but what's the point of that? Okay, I got this new one. Nice. Okay, so then it's Terra Magica, the moon I never use. Maybe I'll start using Founding Rain of Stars instead of the moon. I mean, the moon has a good idea. Even to some degree, when you can't use Comet Azure, the moon is good. It's like a minute-long buff. It's like a minute-long debuff to magic damage taken. Another huge level. This can't be the right thing to do right now. I have to go upstairs and go after they get that chest. This is crazy. This is like an enormous zone. Wow. I mean, not as enormous as some other ones, but pretty dense. Oh, there's nothing up here, really. Someone's gonna attack me. Right? Okay, so that's just the way to go. I thought there'd be like branching paths, but this is just the way to go, is down the elevator. Okay, cool. I'm really surprised there wasn't like a large dude there. Possibly winged. That seemed like just the absolute likely outcome for that area. Elphael, Brace of the Haligtree. Here's something that I've been meaning to. This might be too late into the game to be doing this, but camera speed needs to be up a little. Because I just slam into the left and right too much. I need a little more like precision. Feels a little better. I think Trevor actually said that. I think I just went too low a number to start. Okay, nowhere else to go, right? No ladder or anything I missed? Oh. Look at that leg. It's a hard fall for that guy. I guess it's probably because his armor's so heavy. His leg muscle isn't the determining factor there, but the weight of his armor. Alright, that was a nice little warm-up. Got him, nice. One thing I like about this game, especially in these later segments, is how as you go through. I dropped down there. I think it really makes a difference. One thing I like in this game is how as you go through, especially in these later areas, as you go through new zones, they like switch up the kind of feel of it, so you're fighting pretty new enemies pretty regularly. Sorry, fellas. I just want the charger. No offense. Big Haligtree there. Big abattoir spirit. Sorry, I didn't know I didn't beef with you guys. I thought that guy got a nice little duck on me there. That would have been a really athletic move. Okay, is this like an up space or a down space? What am I orienting myself around here? Hard to say. So, I'm gonna go up there and hopefully get that treasure. Can I kill these guys in that comic? No. Especially not that. Good try, bud. Back with like 12 of your friends. Not sure which is the right way to go. What the fuck? Where did that guy come from? Oh, I know who he is. He's the guy who was resting. Who I ignored. Hoping to spare him. I mean, at least the fall damage didn't kill me. Okay, I'm going to go back up there. I'm going to take that tree. And climb a little bit. Because it seems like going down is like the natural way to go. Because it just seems apparent. That guy took a while to find me. Pretty smart, actually. He made a really good try there. You gotta respect it. Honestly, I could have just ignored him and kept going. This is the kind of place where you get this is the kind of place where you get ambushed. On the Moonblade here. Kellen Knight Sword. Cool. Okay, so down is the new up. That's my backtrack later, but it's weird. It's a weird backtrack because do from here? Just leap on the bridge? It's so random. Give this guy the business. Are you turning around anytime soon? Try, bud. Please don't kill me with this. Oh my god. Oh. Rotten staff. Interesting. What's that? Causes scarlet rot buildup. Okay, does that mean that it causes when you hit? Probably. I don't think with its 34 strength requirement that I can just casually have that packed in my back pocket. What's this? Somber Ancient. There we go. I got a second one. Okay, I don't know what to do with the second one, but nice that it's here. You basically put it deep enough in that you have to get it. Alright, so I could jump down to one of these areas with this clever jumping, but I don't think I will. I think I'll in fact still go up these grand looking stairs over here that I'm directed toward. So there goes my flask. Those guys usually give, like, usually the ones that are guarding an Erd tree. Million souls. You're a scarab. That's the way down that I neglected to do. I'll assume it goes to the same place. This. Is that better? Oh, I got him good. Okay. Okay. A little expensive. I'll leave over to there, but I'm going to wait till I get a sense if I have other options to go to. Yeah, the smithing stones are like, how many weapons do they expect you to have? This is like a lifetime supply. Oh! That was close. I've been hearing this scarab, like, is it in my head? Am I losing my mind? Who's this guy? Okay, so this is a little inefficient, but it might actually have been quite good. I kind of feel like double combat is better than a moon, Scarlet Moon there. But if it does give him frostbite, then that means he's slower. Kind of worried the moon is gonna hit this. Kind of worried the moon's gonna hit the thing here. Let's find out. Clapped him. You guys are probably pretty hard. gas here. This is the way up. Where's the scarab? I didn't have to do the second shot there. I'm doing this just to see if I can see the scarab. See if I can get some sustain here. I don't think there's anything up here. I'll snoop around to see if there's actually... I gotta like this. Awkward. I'm a swordsman. All that for a smithing stone. These guys are ignorable. There's a stone sword thing there. I don't really have the gas to do this. Hello, how are you? Okay. There's a lot of guys here for me having no goods. There's a treasure chest there. Pretty far from where I'd like to be. They are definitely cats and dinosaurs. Natural friends. Sketchy. Alright. So that guy's fine. Since he was in here, I'll get this chest. I'm a little worried that I still don't have a way to replenish my flasks. Triple rings of light. That's cool. I'm glad I got that. A gift from the young Miquella to his father Radagon. His father's Radagon. We got a bunch of swordsmen, do we? Alright, pal. I'm coming for you. Okay, like that. Outplayed. See the ferocity of my 10 speed, my 12 strength sword arm. Do I have any pet? I do. Sleeps on there sometimes. Well, not anymore, but lately she has not been around. She hasn't been about that. But ideally speaking, my cat would be on that cat tree. But no such luck. Okay, I need to find out how to get a grace. I'm out of gas. My car's on fumes right now. I can hear the scarab, but I can't see it. It's been torturing me for a while. Give me grace, please. I'm like stabbing dudes here. Bye. Hold on. Everybody chill. That guy healing? Little do they know how strong I am. This game in general, like 110 hours. Give or take a few. And no sustain here. Good deal. nothing there. So go up here. Please, God, I need some like level. I need some juice. That's where I was. I can go up this way too. There's a guy there. Loot here. Where is the creepy critter there? There's the scarab, buddy. Doing this? Oh, that hurt. Oh, watch out. The full swing. I've never had this happen before. I haven't used my sword for this long. This is unprecedented. Okay, so there is a scarab over there who will give me some stuff. I have not once yet this game done a plunging attack. That looks like a grace there. How do I get there? Probably not a grace because there's two of those things over there too. Is that a grace or is that just like a spotlight? Yeah, I've seen that one before. There's a scarab there. How do I get to that guy? I guess I just suck. You guys are not the most like fearsome swordsman in the world. Can I get a thing? No? Alright. Okay, so where am I going? Can't cross over there. This is crazy. Watch out. Guys, do not die, duly noted. Really? I didn't know you like Bond movies. Didn't think it was your jam. I saw you more as like the Italian art house type. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh my god. Oh, I do not want to be here. Oh, I have no means of dealing with these dudes. Yo, I've never seen a be this long between graces. I must have missed one. Oh my sweet god, I'm dead. I'm dead. Yo, this is... I've never seen it be this long without having a way to restock. Admittedly, I was kind of like wasting a bit of magic on these guys. But that was really, really far. Super weird. I guess part of it is I dropped a lot in that Haligtree spirit. I feel like I was that egregious though. I want to drop down these ways. That's the... I know where this is. Okay, this is the shortcut I took. Get that spell. Oh. Okay, this is a big... Hey guys. Yeah, no, we're good. Yeah, I'll see you guys there. Yeah, I gotta run. Ooh, nice stab. Are you cross-eyed? Okay, it's all coming together now. Oh, that that's awkward. Wait, that wasn't loot? Ooh, a little ring around the rosy, eh? I don't think so, pal. So maybe they want you to be a bit purposeful about scarabs. Make it challenging for once, I like that. Clean Rot Knight Finley. I got affiliate like a couple of weeks ago. I haven't really gotten into making that many of these yet. Where is next? Where is the next scarab? Do I want to go this way? No, the next scarab was way over there. So how do I get over there? There and then drop down. Got it. Okay. Wait, this is new. No dude in here? I'm surprised. Am I about to be assassinated? Ooh, that's a really weird place for that. So one person said 3, and one person said there's 13 per run of the Somber Ancient Dragon, whatever. And first off, they're so rare that I'm like, it can't be 13, that was probably a typo. But now the more I do it, I think I just got like 4 in the last like hour. Okay, so I drop down here and go over there. If you go into there, that guy's gonna like absolutely assassinate you. There's a lot going on here. Oh, I really should not have chilled like that there. I got a couple ideas, yeah. I'm sure you've got some as well. So let's do this whole thing again. Skip past that guy, and then run up here. Run past this guy. Jump over here. Run across here. Go to this area here. And then up here. And across here. And over here. This is a... It's a flower here. I'm not in a healthy situation. Okay. So there's a lot of ways I can probably double back here. I gotta check what's in here. I know these, I think more of these like ambush boys are in here. Yeah, I know, man. But like, truthfully, after a while, you can only add so many people to Discord before you're like, what am I doing with my time? I can't believe that. I can't believe he pulled that off after he died. That was crazy. Go. Okay, so there's not a grace in here, but there is some stuff to loot, which is nice. None of it terribly useful. These guys were the ones who really blasted me when I landed here. These guys are not bad. Oh, I'm dead. Oh. Yeah, this is like the part of this game. These are the kind of parts of this game where I find like my endurance wanes. Like big initial exploration areas. It's not that sharp, I guess. Alright, time to do this whole thing again. Here. Here. And I don't want to go down to the bottom. As much as I can avoid. I do want to go down here and get a good angle on these guys. Nice dodge, nice dodge. Nice dodge. That's why I was using my comment. Oh, am I dead again? No. Actually, maybe. It was a long chase to kill this. I think I get Scarlet Rot for that. Holy. There's one more guy in here. Ooh, that was a really fast strike. Okay, that's all this here. So eventually I'm gonna have to go down to that main boulevard, I think. But for now I can loop around and check out the stairs. I'm not gonna use a consumable in the Scarlet Rot. Kind of just feels like mostly like I'm doing adventuring and not. Oh, that hit him, nice. Okay, so I think going around this way is like. In some ways the best way to go. Haligtree Soldier Ashes, I'm sure that'd be nice. This guy is definitely nice for sure. There's just a certain point where like you kind of just like know the conversation. And like how many people can I add to Discord, you know what I mean? I wonder whether if I had actually gotten I couldn't have gotten emotes before, but I wonder if I had actually if I had nailed some of these things before. These people wouldn't be here. But I think it's actually more so just like on viewer numbers or how many you got. I'm always surprised by how far my guy jumps. Imagine this game was like the Incredible Hulk where your jump range was determined by your strength rating. That was always one of the reasons why I thought the Incredible Hulk was such a cool superhero. Was like what his powers are and what his capabilities are like reasonably rooted in just strength. Yeah, totally. People do that for sure. Like there's some people having really good emotes is like a good advertising to some degree. Like there's some people who I've only heard of because I saw their emotes and I was like, who is that guy? That's a good one. Trevor, I watched a Oh, another one of these guys. Trevor, I watched a like documentary before bed last night, which was like a 40-minute documentary on Todd McFarlane and his kind of like rise and fall. Really interesting. Good try, bud. I like Todd McFarlane. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting for sure. I feel like there's another guy on the other side of me. There he is. Oh god, the triple stab. Oh my god, these guys are nuts. Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad he missed that first stab. Oh, this is a sick combo. Really tanky. Some of the ways people have like melee caster hybrid builds. Shit. Ooh, okay. Are these Haligtree nice? He's gonna kill me. Basically he was like from Canada. And he was like in the baseball system until he got an injury in college. So he started doubling down on... God, that guy is a monster. Yeah, basically he like... he was like in the college... He was in the college baseball system. And then he got injured. And then he started going double in on comics. And he's one of these guys who is like crazy, like tenacious. Like does not take no for an answer, like always go. It's kind of his way of the highway a little bit. And so he had these like really, really good runs on Incredible Hulk and Spider-Man. Actually, he had like he was the illustrator on Incredible Hulk, and the guy who was the writer had been kind of around the system for a while. And at that point, you couldn't get, well, even though he was within Marvel, you couldn't get Wolverine within your comic because X-Men didn't want to lend out Wolverine because everyone wanted to draw Wolverine. So the more they lent out Wolverine, the more that other people would want him. And the guy who was the writer on the Hulk with him knew how to kind of do it. So he knew how to like kind of play the system or do whatever to get Wolverine. And then Todd McFarlane did this really, really iconic cover art, which this really iconic cover art where it's like Wolverine like screaming with his claws and the Hulk reflected on the claws, and it was like really popular. And then he was like the lone guy doing Spider-Man for a while and kind of like redid Spider-Man. Kind of like made Mary Jane like more 80s when she always like more 60s. He made like Peter Parker more like muscular. He kind of changed it up. And consistently, apparently, the way things were when he was at Marvel was like he would do something, they'd be like, this is a bad idea, then it would sell well, and then he would keep doing what he was doing. But then eventually, he felt like, I don't know, he just kind of had a bit of an attitude or something like that. He kind of just felt like they were like never always fighting him and all these things. So he convinced like the 3 or 4 of like the biggest artists at Marvel to leave with him to make Image. And then they made Image, and then, oh. It was like him and a guy named Jim Lee, who was like the #1 Marvel illustrator, and 2 other guys. And then he did Spawn, but he was writing Spawn as well for the first like few. And people were like, this is amazing art and selling super well. This is around the time that like they started doing like collector's editions comics. Apparently collector's edition comics really started in the 80s and 90s. That's when like comic companies started to be like kind of douchey and like everything's the first edition and there's 4 different covers that are all collectible and different and they're within plastic envelopes and all these things. So when Spawn came out, he did like he did the Spawn #1 was only 1 cover and it sold like so many copies. But he was criticized for the writing. And then so he was like, oh yeah? God, shut up. Um, so he was criticized for the writing, and then so he was like, "Oh yeah, well I'm gonna get some of the best writers in the business," and so you got like Alan Moore and Frank, whatever his name is, and some other guy, and then Neil Gaiman, and some of them were like pretty weak, but the Neil Gaiman one was really popular, partially because Neil Gaiman introduced some new characters. So this is where I got fucky, in that from then on, as he started making the toys and everything, some of the characters that Neil Gaiman had written and created, he was making money off the toys and showing in the comics, and he showing in the comics. And so basically he, like, despite making a lot of money and kind of lavish money, like he paid $3 million for like the Mark McGuire 70th home run ball. And so like Neil Gaiman's like, this guy's just sending me checks with no explanation, and we don't have like an actual like royalty agreement for what's happening here. So two different things. One, Neil Gaiman suing him, backed by Marvel. He did a comic for Marvel, he had never written for Marvel before, on the condition that they fund his suing of Todd McFarlane. And in the Spawn TV show, which was on HBO, he had named one of the characters Tony Twist, who was a hockey player. And the hockey player's mom saw it and was like, "Oh my god, they've made you so horrible." And this guy, Tony Twist, who was like a St. Louis Blues bruiser, sued McFarlane for using his likeness, which is, I mean, Tony Twist is whatever. I guess that kind of sucks. But they awarded him $25 fucking million. Todd McFarlane appealed it down to 15, but still $15 million he had to pay this guy because he used his likeness for this random Spawn TV show. And then the movie did badly, and then all these things. So he was basically like out of the business by 2004. And then from like 2004 to like 2019, he just did Spawn on his own, apparently, and like with no recognition. They didn't mention the kind of toy part of that. I think that even the toys had kind of failed at that point. I'm not actually sure. Yeah, I think he like with a couple of due diligence moves, he could have avoided all of this, I think. But also like really like actually like a revolutionary comic book guy. Like a lot of things he did in terms of Spawn and Image, unionizing the artists, and also the toy stuff. He's really like, this guy's like a trailblazer. He's an absolute monster. And then like 2019, he redid Spawn, or some Spawn episode did really well, or some Spawn issue. He made like 600 of them. And then he got a Kickstarter for like 3.5 million to do the toys again. And that kind of like got him back on his feet. But like 2004 to 2019, I think was this like really dark period for him. Pretty interesting. Like he was a monster, man. He does crazy stuff. Yeah, maybe the toys were. I'm not really sure. They didn't mention the art. They didn't mention the in the episode. They said basically he was like toiling in obscurity for 15 years. How do I beat these guys? Oh my god, that was a disaster. Yeah. So that was kind of like the road to him. He was like, his wife really stuck with him. He was with his wife since like she was 14 and he was 16. She like, they made Spawn together when he was like just like a baseball player. And she's like been his editor, and like they've been together since like for like 50 years now, or 45 years or something. It's pretty cool. Like the first thing he did when he made money was buy her an engagement ring. Like they're like one of those they're one of those couples where like they're super key to each other. Really cool. And but yeah, like it seems like a ton of steps along the way. He was like an absolute forerunner on changing comics or whatever thing he was doing. Huge, like really quite a beast. These guys are annoying. Oh, I have no health. Oh my god. if anyone's behind me. I was backing up nervously. What a mess. I was berry picking on Saturday. I got like 8 pounds of sour cherries. I made my first sour cherry pie. It's really good. It's better than the blueberry. I got the amount of sugar right, and a couple other things as well. Using a lattice crust mean that I didn't have to use so much crust for the bottom part, for the top part, which means the bottom part had better coverage, like my pie. These guys are annoying. I like blueberry more than cherry, but my cherry is better than my blueberry because it's my first 2 pies. God, these guys are annoying. Holy shit, I want to die. He's not stopping. This is the craziest. I'm dead. My favorite pies are blueberry and apple, like when my mom makes them. But I'm still not very good. Yeah, it's it was the first dough. It was the first pie crust I made. So the pie crust is a not quite good enough coverage. It's a bit too thin. So it's like a little too cooked. And then are these guys all here again? Underneath the chest. Fuck these guys. Where's my souls? And then it's a bit too tart. I had 2 different kinds of sugar I was using, so the sugar numbers don't really. The other thing too is like I'm under siege here. That didn't hit both of them? Oh my god, my life is running. The other thing too, I need these guys to line up. This is crazy. Why aren't they getting... the other thing too my friend was talking about, because I'm like, this is a bit too soupy. And he was like, it's good to, when you're making a berry pie, because there's so much liquid in them, is you cook the filling. This is a nightmare. Oh my. You cook the filling, then cool it, and then bake it. What is my life? Yo, I'm just constantly out of mana. I'm dead. Holy, I know how to. I know I need to crack the shells. I fought these guys before, but I don't. I guess I'll just have to change spells to be able to reliably break it. So I gotta bust out the old rock sling. I was surprised how little Combat Azure did there. Good old rock sling. Nothing beats rock sling. Yeah, so if you cook the pie filling, cool it, and then put it into the pie and then bake the pie. 1, you don't have to cook the pie for as long, and 2, you probably get less liquid. Both my pies have been pretty bubbly. I appreciate that. Fuck my life. Everything's missing. There you go. Okay. Down. Good hiding. If all 3 rocks hit them, it should take 2 or 3. 3. This better be worth this. This loot better be worth it. Exhausting. Okay, that was a lot. Where are my souls? Back there? Okay. I think you're probably right. So, do you think it's an ash? Or an ash of war? Or a crystal spear? Those are all great options. Vulgaire, has someone taken over your account? Not only have I ever seen you write the word dope, I've also never heard you talk about baking pies ever. So, I'm not sure what's going on over there. Also, Rotten Crystal Sword. Yeah, you are a clever boy. I'm sure that'll be useful. I'm sure I'll be using this from now on. Actually, this is like twice in a row. This is twice in a row now I've gotten weapons that have Scarlet Rot build up on them. Also, Vulgar, how was your brother's wedding? I don't think you mentioned that. God, I'm exhausted. I should go back and lick my wounds. Okay, the Grace is here. Not bad, yeah. It's got some descaling. There's a lot of weapons that scale with intelligence, actually. They're pretty, like, minor, but there's a bunch. Leave the guys alone. We'll never see them ever again. Oh, I gotta take off my rock sling. Maybe I should keep rock sling. Okay, so is there a way? This is one of my like QOL problems here. I can't like here. If you want something to go here, you have to remove everything and do it over again. And I don't understand what other way I could be doing this. All right, we're back in action. You can't switch around the slot order for your spells, to the best of my knowledge. Which means you have to redo it if you want to take out one of your earlier spells. I don't care for that. And this is turning into another new complicated area. I can get up there, it looks like. Give me a lot of runes and a lot of smithing stones in this part. This looks like too high an angle. Can I get up here? Yes. Oh, yes, I can. There we go. Oh, great. Still no pickle? Fair. I like using pickle. I like using pickle for like a quandary or a conundrum. Like being in a pickle. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Okay, this kind of looks like where I would fight a dude. Don't you think? I feel like these flowers are gonna have Scarlet Rot. Oh my god, what is it? Oh, these guys. Oh. God, they ripped that off so fast. Give me the butterflies. Oh. That guy's absolutely screaming around here. Scarlet Rot in here? How fast? Pretty fast. Okay, so if I want this... Look, it's still going. It's because I rolled, though. How long will this last? I know you're not supposed to roll because this happens. So how long does this last for? I feel like I'm about to get it. If I get it, I'm just getting the thing. One thing I do know is that like going like this is the fastest way to go through slime. This is so horrifying. I can't believe this is happening. What do you do to get rid of this? Okay, it's going down. That was a little spooky. That's like 2/3 of a bar. So I could be a little bit of a nerd about this. And use one of these things to reduce your immunity. What is it again? This one. Immunity is the right one. Okay. Yeah. 9. Oh. The Faith Talisman. I don't know. Might have one. I have a couple that increase some faith. Why? This one increases faith at the cost of whatever. I don't have the raw faith one. I think Flame Cleanse Me doesn't really even take that much to use. Let's review. There is some that I can use. Which one is that? There's one kind of flamey repairing one that I can use. Yeah, if I use the America's Scar Seal, I can use this one. This is another one of those tips in that video. Like, this is the way to get through this area. Boing. Hurry up. Come on. There you go. Radagons, whatever. I use the... Well, there's a lot of places where you could... I have this. I have 12 of these. And there's a lot of places where you can stop and pause. I think I had to cure it one time. I think I need to keep this for a little while longer. Maybe this is better to use that incantation, actually. Then I gotta go back to a spell slot. We'll see. I'll wait this out, then I'll go across. What the hell just happened? Oh. God, where did that guy come from? Guys are in here, I can see them. I'm gonna get it. Oh. Oh, they're so annoying. I can't believe this bullshit. Oh. Wow, that was really, really super annoying. So I guess I'll use the thing to get that spell. That was hard to see. You couldn't even see them there. I guess I can just memorize the spell now and then change the gear around. Memorize spell, drop Comet, I guess. I might have to drop I might drop the Loretta spell, but I think Comet should be fine. And then use Flame Cleanse Me, which is where... Oh. And then I'll drop... Use this one. And these are all fine. Yeah, I'll put the intelligence back to... I'll use Radagon for here for the speed. Now my intelligence is 78, which is good enough. These are still fine. Maybe drop this one. I don't need... 83... Let's do this again. Oh, I gotta reset my teleport. Hold on. Yeah. What's wrong here? There. Everything was off center. That's so weird. I wonder if that was because of the resolution of the game changing. The whole, like, everything was like just slightly to the left. I wonder how long that's been like that for. It's not good. I was reading about the sorcery potency one. Apparently it sucks. Well, I suppose these guys are so... Where is he? Was it you? These guys are just... I'm dead. So many souls. There's not a lot of trinkets. If you want to be offensive, there's not a lot of trinkets that really like improve your output outside of like just increasing your stats. And then if you're starting to get to enough levels where your stats are like up at a certain point, things like that do mean a lot actually at like, I think, endgame. I can block that whole thing, but I just was a little bit distracted there. Because it's all physical. So you can block that whole thing. But yeah, they're good at doing like a concentrated huge chunk of damage. Where did he even come from? He's the guy in the lake, right? Oh well. I don't care too much about the souls at this point. Fuck off. So there's a couple of these guys in the water, but can I even like... even reach him? Wow, this place has been something else. I got this. This is a new one. I'm fighting Loretto 2.0. There's a guy right here, but I can't see him. Like, I can't lock onto him because he's under the water, right? He doesn't even show up if I do that. Nothing there. One. Oh my god. This is just awful. Oh, long spell. I'm panicking. Yeah, I'm dead. This is super annoying. Alright, we got him. Get up there, okay. Flame, cleanse me. Why can't I use this? Why can't I use this? What's wrong? I face at 12. Why can't I use it? Do you need a seal? Wow, that's fucking... Thanks for that. Okay, so I need to bring this back. Which one of these is lighter? Where'd they all go? They're down here. Okay. I got, at least I have it now. It's an expensive lesson. We got through it. Anything over there? No. A little bit of loot here. Nice. Okay, wrong guy. Oh, hey, buddy. Running the rod again? This is really fun. Okay, so this. Oh, it really builds up so fast. I think because I don't have the incantation thing. This is going terribly. I'm gonna have to redo this. These doesn't take so much mana. So where are these guys coming from? This is crazy, man. This place is horrifying. All right, can I get up to there? No. Someone's shooting at me. You can hit you. That again. Okay, that was close. Okay, hopefully that's enough of them. I think I go down here. Wow, this is a nightmare. So what's in here? Funny feeling it's not enough to make me happy. Oh, staircase is good. What changed since your PC started crashing more? Okay, so I can go down that ladder, or I can go up across here. Check the ladder first, I guess. Ew. Sewers? Gross. Oh, here's a grace. Okay, nice. I'm gonna go check out that other way before I get too involved in this. I changed around my talismans too. This doesn't seem to lead anywhere. Oh, you drop here. This seems like actual progress. I should check the other way first. I guess I'll keep on my anti-Scarlet Rot set for a minute or two. Yeah. That's a tough one. That's not the kind that like I feel like you get over easily. What like model or what generation of GPU is it? It is pretty new. I mean, that's a repair thing more than a let it happen thing, I think. That's you pretty like fucking high-end thing there. Damn. Here's the problem. Oh shit. Okay. Here's the problem I'm a little worried about. I don't necessarily have the best equipment for fights. I gotta optimize my output. That looks like a really good treasure though. But if I drop down there, somebody's gonna murder me. So I gotta blur everything out. How long are the warranties? Usually a year? I'm again like so fucked there. I thought I held up to get back to Comet, but instead went to like the slowest possible ramp up charge weapon I could have got to. I think it's a year regardless. I don't think many of them are more than a year. Onto this guy. I'm like actually... Is his head's in the soil? Finding everything pretty torturous right now. Maybe that means it's lunchtime soon. I forgot about that part of it. The big difference with this fight, I mean, this is a tough one because I'm in a really small circumstance. I either get Scarlet Rot or I stand up small edge, and he just knocked me off with the explosion. The thing with this guy is, like, the more open the area, the easier it is. This is the Vulgaire Classic. Oh, you're playing the game? How do you play the game differently? A normal playthrough? Why not just play one game 1,000 times? Okay, so I'm not going to use Zero Comet this time. I don't think it's going to work too well. Oh, you just beat Sekiro today? Have you tried beating it without getting hit? Where's this guy? What the It's been pretty tanky right now. Yeah, the more open the environment is when you fight this guy, the easier it is, I find. I'm about to get hit. What's he doing? What's he doing? What are you doing, buddy? Pretty well. much for this guy? 4,600, 2,600. They're giving me golden seeds I can't even use. Okay, so I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get rotten. I'm gonna get this, which might be something good. Great glaive glove, but that was not really worth it. Yeah, power walks. Power walks are pretty speedy, actually. I take that back. Okay, so I don't know if this is any. I don't know if there's any more progress this way. All that for like an ash upgrade. Oh, can't win them all. Okay, so I can't for sure. I for sure can't drop down there. So now I'm gonna go back to here. Drainage channel? Is that the one? I think it's drainage channel. I fought that guy, the tree boss. I probably fought that guy at this point. Probably 7 times or 8 times. Probably. I'd say realistically, it's got to be 7 or 8 at this point. Okay, that part seems covered, so let's go this way. Okay, this is one way to go. Three of those guys in one? Like in one encounter? Is that what you mean? I didn't like see a lot to do in Ashy Lindell. You can go down the sewer. Stuff was pretty open, and then you kind of just go into the temple and deal with Godfrey. I don't know. I didn't see something like that. 2 different drop down points. Oh my god. Look before you leap. This zone is like been a little bit miserable overall, I think. Not that that is like indicative of it. I think it's lunch break time soon. Had to have a sardine toast. Souls, okay. So do I drop down here? This is not easy. I don't see the angle there. This I can do. Oh, maybe not. I think I can. Roll forward. Fuck this game. Yep. more. Please don't kill me. Right. Any up here with me? No. Good. It's over here. Carefully, carefully, and then roll. Right? Sweet. Dragon Crest, Great Shield. Enormously boosts physical damage negation. That sounds like a nice deal. RWJ, who's that? Wow, that was quite the dream angle there, pal. It's not very helpful. It doesn't narrow it down too much for me. Ray, was that the guy who used to do like, he's got dark hair, and he used to do like rapid fire like news clips type thing? Ray William Johnson or something? My friend might used to like him. Wow, the other arrow might actually be better. Oh god. Oh my god. Life is so hard, man. Again, I tried to hold down to go back to Comet and did like the most useless possible spell I could have done. Yeah, my friend used to watch that like a long time ago for like rapid fire kind of celeb news type stuff. Okay, I don't think a point of going through the attic this time. That's a good talisman though. Actually, it might be something I could use. If you don't have very much health, to have something like that that's like a flat block might be like maybe some of the most useful thing you can do. If you have tons of armor, maybe something that enormously negates physical damage is kind of like diminishing returns. Yeah. I guess it sounds like he's kind of one of the guys who like was early in realizing you kind of want to appeal to like short attention span for like online stuff. God, this place is so crazy. That is such like a dangerous combo. What? God, this place is so annoying. It's crazy. Okay, so there's multiple ways. There's a side angle over here. Ooh, are you... There you go. Okay, another treat over here. Little did you know that John Tesh was in the midst of a musical renaissance unmatched by any man in world history. God, that spell is crazy. So miserable. Hopefully this goes back to that main bridge where the Erdtree spirit was. This is new? Maybe that's the boss there. Okay. Let's keep going back, check out that other area, and check out the main courtyard. Maybe that's Miquella. Turns out my dad is the goat. Get away from me, you absolute animals. Whoa, this is a big area. So fast. We're back into the dudes. There's a comedian on, like, I don't know, most social media. He's actually, like, his name is Matt Friend. This guy's, like, celebrity impressions as, like, an overall level are so high, it's crazy. Oh, that combo is so sick, I love it. Oh, this guy's tenacious. Wow, that was really bad for me to roll into that tree there. There's a guy named Matt Friend, like on TikTok and YouTube, whatever. He's like this really tall, lanky guy. He's like 26 or something. This guy is a monster. His like average level of impression is so high. His like Howard Stern is perfect. He's got a good Obama. He's got like a perfect Trump. Like, his Mitch McConnell is, like, bang on. This guy's nuts. He's, like, at a Bill Hader level, but all the Bill Hader impersonations are of, like, people that no one's ever heard of ever. This guy's really good, man. His Trump is, like, perfect. His Howard Stern is, like, perfect. It's so good. This is the most annoying place on the planet. His name is Matt Friend. Okay, so why do I want to fight these guys? I guess to go down here. What am I doing here? See a little treat out in the graveyard? It's mostly like impressions that like a North American would have seen a million times, like people we've seen a million times, but he's like his average level, he's so good, man. It's crazy. You can make sure to get this guy. He's got a full heal. I've never seen anyone with full heal before. I have range on this. Really quite scary. What do you got? A partisan? All right. That was actually a weapon that I was thinking about using in. I don't think I found it in Dark Souls 3, but I was thinking of using the partisan. It was like a really good stabbing weapon. I don't know. You have to ask him. I don't know who River Friend is. Oh my god. What the fuck? These are crazy shots, man. Pretty much, I'm scared here. What is that? I can't. I'm gonna get hit here. bad. No. It's not my day. Could use a night comment there to save a bit. Okay. Who knows, maybe. How old's Rupert Friend? The kid is like very successful very fast. He's like, you see him a lot. You see him with like celebrities, on interviewing them and stuff like that, like all the time. Just off like good impressions, basically. Maybe he's got some connections. Maybe that's his son. He's a very like worry-free road to success right now. Can I get up there? No. Yeah, but he's good. He's good, man. He's like, he even knows how to do like kind of like the sort of next level impressions. Like he'll do like Trump impersonating other people's impressions of him. He's like, here's what Alec Baldwin, as Trump, he'll be like, here's what Alec Baldwin's accent is like. I don't do that. It doesn't sound like me. Here's what Jimmy Fallon's accent sounds like. But he's like Trump doing Jimmy Fallon doing Trump. That's like fucking. That's the expert shit. Okay, what is this guy doing down here? There's two of those knights down there. Any loot. So why are they down there? Is that a door or something? Yeah, that's the high level stuff. Who is hiding down there? Oh, he's crazy talented. It's funny to see different people's like reaction to being impersonated. Like someone like Bill Maher, who's like pretty brittle, is like, I don't sound like that, do I? Some people like it. He does a really good Stanley Tucci as well. Stanley Tucci's a good person to impersonate. It's really random, you know what I mean? Stanley Tucci? Like, addressing his wife on camera? Oh my god, this game is ridiculous. Where the fuck did that guy come from? He slowly snuck up on me. I thought he wasn't gonna follow. Yeah, Stanley Tucci's funny. He's like talking to his wife on camera, making like, here's how you make a great Negroni. Wouldn't that be weird? If Stanley Tucci couldn't take a joke? Felicity, he's making fun of me. Beat him up. Traveler's clothes. Oh, this level is huge. What am I doing? I mean, it's one of the last zones I can deal with. I can tank it. I can tank it. The aggro for a little while. I gotta back up to where I was and check out the main floor area. It's not funny. The kid doesn't even know how to make a Negroni. Okay, so I don't have to go to the right this time and get assassinated. Gotta dodge all the bullets here, which are essentially impossible to do. Oh, twofer. Is someone behind me trying to murder me? Like, no. Where does this go? Yeah, it gets like weirdly anti-Italian for a little while. Actually, no wait. Tucci wouldn't do that. Tucci's the Italian one. What am I doing up here? Is this where I started? No, this part's new. Wow, this place is crazy. I have a funny feeling Miquella is probably not in that place. Because it looks like he'd be in one of these like upper level places, wouldn't he? Not a lower level place. There's all these ramparts to go. What is the point of me being up here? This is the part from before where you backtrack. So what's the point of this? This is just to get back? Okay. Haligtree roots. Okay, maybe that's where a boss would be. Jim Carrey. That's the dream. Okay, assassinate this guy. It's always right there. That guy gets me. What's up, Bluestone? I think... despite it arguably being probably the most well-known David Lynch thing, I think it's the only thing I've never seen by him. Oh, these guys are annoying. This whole game is so annoying. All right, there we go. I've never actually seen Twin Peaks or the movie. It's probably the most well-known thing David Lynch did, right? It's the time where he hit the zeitgeist. God, these guys are so annoying. I feel like Kyle MacLachlan is sort of having a renaissance. The guy's aging really well. He's got some salt in his pepper, but otherwise he's basically like the same dude. Oh. What are they heading this oil for? Is this like an ostrich thing? Are we doing the old ostrich thing? Is that why their head's in the soil? Really? Who's Rashida Jones' mom? Does she do anything else? Remember she has, doesn't Rashida Jones have like a pretty good pedigree? I don't know. If I don't do it, they're gonna look at me and kill me. At some point, they're gonna kill me. I know that. They've been killing me the whole game. How did you miss that? Are you out of your mind? I'm dead. Yo, what is this guy's deal? I'm gonna roll off a cliff there? Oh my god, this game is so cancer. Oh yeah, she was Quincy Jones' wife. Yeah, she did mostly like... Rashida Jones did mostly comedy stuff. I saw like a Key and Peele sketch recently. She's like on her deathbed. She's talking to Jordan Peele. She's like, "Promise me you'll never sleep with anyone else." He's like, "Ooh, I hear you." She's like, "No, really, I want you to promise." He's like, "Yo comprende." He finally promised. She's like, "Did you just do air quotes?" He's like, "No." I guess I could use a night comment on those guys. Everything they can do to ruin my life, they're trying to do. I feel like there's some key to switching back and forth between the two of them to get the right angle for hitting everyone with one. God. That could have 100% killed me. We're stressed over here. I've actually never seen that like Spawn HBO show. I remember seeing the Spawn movie. That was like one of the most famously bad movies ever made, I think. But I feel like that TV show was like looked pretty cool. They got a lot of really good animators for it. Like the guy who did like the Batman, like the people from like the Batman animated series and all that stuff. I feel like maybe that Spawn series is worth watching. What is this game? Things getting real weird over here. $25 million. Because you got the same name as a character in an HBO show. Do you think HBO is paying big money? I think they made $15 million from having an HBO show. That was an animated series. One of the most egregious things I've ever seen. Then again, that was like a different suing era. That's kind of like around the same time that lady made like all that money for like suing McDonald's because her coffee was hot. He didn't even see it himself. His mom saw it on HBO. It's so ridiculous. All right, let's go do that. Let's go see if I can take the boss out before lunchtime. Tommy's miserable. She's like, she really hurt herself, right? Well, the suing was like so historic that like it changed everything. Is this Miquella? I don't know if I'm like the mood to do this boss fight. I think I'm gonna wait till after lunch for this. Yeah. Oh, I have 330,000. Yeah, I'm gonna get 2 levels and then I'm gonna fight this guy afterwards. I'm not in the mood to fight a boss fight for like an hour now. I need to eat. Then we'll do it after. Okay, how much do I need for a level? 160. So I got. If I add about 10,000, I can get 2 levels. Perfect. No Way Out? That sounds familiar. Do you start work again tomorrow, Vulgar? Was today your last day off? I didn't have to do that at all. I just wasted 10,000 souls. Oh well. Life could be worse. Oh, you had it today? Nice. Oh, everything's all weird. Is this because they changed the resolution? Should return itself now, right? There we go. Back. Alright. So next, I assume that might be Miquella, but some sort